Good morning, Internet. It's 12 December 2025 and it's I think it's about, if you can see that, it's minus 13 outside. That's pretty cold. And it's just about 9 o'clock. The sun is just coming up. It's gonna be a beautiful day, but it's gonna be cold. And what else would you do on a beautiful day? Fire up the barbecue. I've done this before, barbecuing with minus 10, minus 15. And I thought I had enough briquettes to, but I'm pretty sure I have to get more because you burn a lot more when it's this cold, because you have to bridge a bigger temperature difference. But we will see. In the meantime, I have to show you inside. I had a piece of pork. It's somewhere near the shoulder. It's the closest you can get to what is called a Boston butt. I brined it overnight in salt water, so I'm gonna spice it now, bind it up, and dry rub it probably, and then hopefully the barbecue is ready. And the barbecue fans already know what it means if you have a piece of pork like this, what you're going to make out of it. So I got my meat ready. It's rubbed. I use like a standard mix of dry spices. You can do all kinds of things with it, but I just used a standard thing from the supermarket. It's not specially for pulled pork or anything. It's just a standard spice mix. You know, I'm not a professional chef. I'm not a professional grillmeister. But in my own kitchen, I'm my own chef. So I can do whatever I want. And I would advise that to you too. You can experiment with a couple of things, but at the end of the day, some things are very, very complicated. And you do it, and then the result is not that you think, well, was it worthwhile? So that's what I do. So the meat is here. It's I use some rope. Also, there's a lot of tricks to rope up a piece of meat. There's a lot of complicated ways to do it. There's a lot of chefs and butchers on the internet who tell you how to do it. Well, it's always frustrating for me because I never get it right, but it's good enough. The reason to bind it up a bit is because you want to have it a bit more compact, so the heat sort of equally divides to the meat. That's the idea. Yeah, and the fire is going. I have a fire going in outside in the barbecue. Barbecue has to heat up. It's 100 kilos of steel, so it takes a while. And in the meantime, I have to heat up my car because I have to go to town to get more briquettes. Yeah, some modern cars have a preheater, a built-in preheater. I have a preheater on external power, and I do it the old-fashioned way. It's plugged in on the front of the car, and just to make sure that I don't drive away without unplugging it, I always hang the cable over the mirror so I see it when I get in the car. And I'll show you the inside heater, which is here. Hope you can see it on video. And that makes it nice and warm inside, but that's not the main purpose. There's also a heater in the water circulation under the hood that makes the engine preheated. So it's going to be here for a little while, and then if the fire is ready to put meat on, then I can drive up and down to town, and hopefully they have briquettes, because it's not exactly barbecue season, but I know a shop where most likely they have it. So it's 1 hour and 50 minutes later. It's 10:15. We got a nice fire. Grill temperature I measure here on the back is about 75 degrees. It drops very fast if you open the lid. The meat is ready, and I'm gonna use some wood chips for the smokiness. And this is chips from apple wood. You can use any kind of wood, but hardcore pit masters, they will use like whole pieces of wood. I don't do that. I did that a couple of times, and often if the wood is not totally clean and there's some resin in it, it totally ruins the taste of your food. So I prefer ready-made wood chips. So the grill is not really hot. It's around 70 now, and but in this first stage it doesn't matter too much, because the first stage is the smoke. And as I said, I use apple wood, but I soak it like 20 minutes, half an hour in water, so it doesn't burn away too fast. It goes very slow, and it gives a nice smoke. And I always wait till I can see it coming out of the chimney. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. A nice white smoke. So that buys me some time. I think these briquettes will last for maybe an hour before I have to put on a new batch. So I'm gonna buy some more briquettes now. I'm gonna go to town. My car is preheated, so it's nice and warm. And yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, it's almost 1 o'clock. It will be dark soon again. And I'm firing up my third batch of briquettes because it's pretty hard to keep the barbecue on temperature. Now the grill temperature in the middle is about 80 degrees, so that means that closer to the firebox it probably will be around 100. But it's a bit on the low side, so I put an extra batch on and probably have to do that a couple of more times. I'm also gonna put a probe in the meat now, so I can monitor the internal temperature, the core temperature. But I'll do that as soon as the batch of coals is hot again. So I don't put coals directly on the burning fire for a simple reason. You can see the black smoke coming from it. That's not very nice in the meat. So you wait till they're glowing and not smoking anymore, and then you add them on the barbecue. And I have a tendency of opening the barbecue and check out the meat, but every time you do so, you lose the temperature, especially with the outside temperature now. So I'm only going to do that when I put the probe in. So the third batch of coals is on the fire. I checked the internal temperature, the core temperature of the meat, which is about 75 degrees. That goes faster than I thought. And I think the probe for the temperature of the grill is not exactly in the right place. I don't want to put it somewhere else now, because it's a bit of a tricky job. Everything is hot. So it's hotter than the probe reads. But the next thing we will have to do is wrap the meat and get it slowly on a higher temperature. Okay, it looks really good. I'm gonna wrap it up in some aluminum foil now with some garlic sauce to give it some more taste. Whoopatee. The reason to wrap it up is around between 70 and 80 degrees. It heats up much slower because the meat is starting to sweat. And then it takes a lot more time to raise the temperature. So if you wrap it up, it goes quicker. Now we put a probe in there. See what we got. It's pretty much dark now. It's what time is it? It's 2:15 in the afternoon. Although I lost a bit trust in the accuracy of these temperature probes, I think it's ready, which is much earlier than expected. So I'm gonna put it to rest for a while and then we can see if we can pull it. Going to rest it on chamber temperature, so it has to go back inside, and I can take the temps off. Oh, although I just oiled my my dining table, that gives a bit of smell. The meat is overtaking with its smell, so it smells amazing. I just hope the temperature gauges were okay, and I give it like half an hour rest, and then I will start pulling it. It's been resting for about 3/4 of an hour. Now let's see what we got. Smells delicious. Still warm. A lot of juices came out. Smells really amazing. So I think it's time to see if we can pull it. Well, it looks doable. Oh, we'll see. It's not all so easy, but in general it works. Look here, just falls off. Look here. This is, my friends, how you make pulled pork. So there we go. Pulled pork. We're going to eat it tomorrow. I have some guests. Well, if you plan it to eat it the same day, it's always very hard to time. I mean, now it went pretty fast, but it can also go pretty slow. And then before you know, everybody's hungry and you're still working on it. So, and the worst part is when everybody's hungry and waiting for the food, and you have the food, the meat resting, and the smell comes in the room, then everybody gets cranky. So and everybody starts nagging when there's the food on the table. So that's why I do it the day before, and it's very easy to heat up. By the way, I started early this morning. And from starting to cook till the end result was about 6 hours. So all the daylight we had, actual daylight was only 3 hours, but the twilight in between, all the light outside we used, and now it's totally dark outside, as you can see. So I'm happy.